Oh, I
You have
thank
a
God.
job.
I thank God for that.
Oh, that's not enough. There's a lot more that you expect to be done
You
for
see, the
young
future
people.
is bleak. That's the problem.
Well, I
Looking at
guess.
the way things are going, you're just wondering
Yeah.
what really is there for the future. I'm only lucky or blessed to have a job, to have had things a bit smoother. But most of my colleagues are not enjoying what I am enjoying. So,
Yeah.
I mean,
You're
it's
privileged.
nothing really.
You're one of the privileged few.
Yeah.
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 To
It
stay
is well.
blessed.
It is well.
Yeah, we hope
It's not
so.
well. We have young people in Boku who are making complaints and trying to make appeals to the elderly that peace needs to be kept, and that's a big issue.
Yeah.
Anyway, Judith,
Judith,
thank
thank
you
you.
for passing through this morning.
Thank you,
I
too.
wish you well for the day. You look already stressed, but no, it's part of the economy as well as making sure you juggle through adulthood. When they say adulthood is
It's a scam.
you usually
Adulthood
don't
na
believe it until you
scam.
grow up.
Yeah.
And we have to put matters into perspective to say these young people or the children that we're seeing making these appeals to the elderly, well, that is also good. But if you speak to some of the great people who come from Boko, either live outside the community or the township itself, we've seen great dissipation or deterioration in all forms of commercial activities and then daily livelihoods. Teachers, majority of them have left. We have nurses, even medical people asking for transfers. Those who don't get the transfers are willing to take the risk of, joining the bandwagon of those who want to undertake greener pastures. And I think that's a great worry. And the last time, was it on Friday, I said that we had no business joining the other heads of states in ECOWAS to decide to make that decision that we want to send our troops to Boko, to Niger, while Boko is there. And if we know that this is an issue that has just transcended the feuding factions but needs a national security attention, then we should give it that needed attention.
For me, my biggest shock, and this is a video I shared in the group over the weekend, when I saw a young man boldly detailing everything that he does in the world of Galamsey. And I didn't know that the young people had become so brazen that even at a point when we've drummed home the fact and the notion that Galamsey is illegal, well, he says that there's no other job, and so this is what I'm doing. And if the leaders are not going to do anything about unemployment, then now I'll take my phone and film every step of the way what I do to ensure that I get gold illegally to sell. And that's where we've gotten to. We've seen videos of young people holding guns and displaying and posting it on social media. But if we ensure that we're making employment available to young people, I don't think that they will see the need to want to go and pick up guns and get involved in Galamsey and all that. The young people have said that if you decide to end Galamsey today, what are we going to eat? There are no jobs.
Yeah.
Our farmlands are destroyed, so we can't even go back to farming.
Yeah.
So what should we do?
I think we have to put these matters into the center stage for this morning, which is a segment where we allow everybody. We'll do that, and then we'll look at Johnny's Bite. Yeah. And then, of course, we'll look at big issues. Today we have Eduji Tamaklu also coming in, and then the justifications being given by the Bank of Ghana. I mean, are they well within all the justifications that they could come up with? For example, we have one of the leading directors, if not the managers at the bank, having an interaction with Obi of Asempa FM, and apparently he's in charge of finance. He was asked whether the $250 million new office they're building, whether he knew that some monies had been allocated for it within the budgetary year, how much it was, etc. And he banged the phone. I mean, I'm making that interpretation. He banged the phone literally. And when we're not forthcoming with information, it brings difficult. But we want to put these matters into how we have to discuss them. So we'll have Salam Mustafa. He is a national youth organizer for the ruling party. And then, apparently, the government of Ghana, through the Scholarship Secretariat, is owing students over 9 months in arrears. So it depends, some 6 months, 3 months, and then not only those in the United Kingdom or the British Isle, but across Europe, a lot of stipends. They haven't been paid. Some of them claim that, well, they have to get out of their residences because they can't keep up with the rent, etc. So we'll be speaking to them on anonymity, of course. Then we'll speak to the registrar for the Scholarship Secretariat and trying to get them. So Kingsley Ajimain, registrar, has promised to join us after the students have spoken to us. And then we'll see, why is it that the students haven't been paid? Ghanaian students on scholarship, they haven't been paid. Why? We owe school feeding, we owe uniform suppliers, but they are there alone. So why have them people? So we'll look at that. But we have more issues also to discuss right here on the show today. And then the next one, of course, is a conversation you'll be having. So
yes,
and it's about greening skills and circular economy development in Ghana, and how we need to make sure we take advantage of
this
all
is
that we
actually
have to do. And it's
International Youth Day.
Yeah. And these are matters that we need to talk about. So I'm very passionate about the subject of the youth. So we'll see.
Yeah. And we'll have some young people also speak to us. We have the European Union also joining in this conversation. So if you can, we have the EU ambassador actually joining us this morning. Let's get his name right. So His Excellency Erchad Razali. And also we have Emmanuel Bema Apia. He's the CEO of Green EcoWorks. Kofi Akon is the CEO of Vocal Plastics. And Bram van Opinen is the first secretary for the Embassy of the Netherlands in Ghana. And yes, we're trying to see how young people can take advantage of the skills that they have available in order to create jobs, either for themselves or for everyone else. So look forward to that conversation. But this morning we'll have another interesting one. We're going to ask you a question, and when we get back, we'll put that question before you so you can answer. Okay, well, there it is. So if you're chosen as president of the youth, what would be the first problem you would solve? The phone lines will be activated when we get back. Look forward to some sports and also some entertainment updates right here on TV3 New Day. We'll be right back.
I want you so bad, Alpha Cracker. I want you. I wanna say yes, I can't resist. I want you. Ooh, I want you, Alpha Cracker. I want you so bad, Alpha Cracker.
Alpha goodness rich in milk and butter. In Alpha Cracker. Yummy and deliciously crunchy.
But I can't resist you.
Alpha Crackers. Simply irresistible.
This advert is FDA approved.
Who no like chop money? They want chop money is here. Collect your chop money every morning at 10 a.m. by simply dialing *446# and select option 2 to play Day 539 chop money. Win 40 times your stake with Direct 2, 400 times your stake with Direct 3, and 20 times your stake with Direct 1. You can also pay your numbers to win big. You only pick your numbers from 1 to 39, so winning is easy. Dial *446# to play Day 539 chop money now. Dewa,
Welcome to Sikankomo. Most informal sector self-employed persons usually do not have a formal pension plan for their future. Their foremost consideration is to keep investing and growing their business with the hope of accumulating enough wealth to take care of their future in old age. Or better still, pass on the business to someone to take care of it and expect the business to give them income when they are in their old age. It's a brilliant idea, but considering the risks businesses face today, the business may not be around or just not be able to provide for their income in retirement. It therefore makes a good security for self-employed person like a trader to contribute into a pension fund to serve as an alternative for an income in old age. In the past, such pension arrangement for informal self-employed was not available, but now the third-tier pension is available. Look for a pension trustee who has been licensed to handle pension investments.
Sikankomo is brought to you by Glyco.
Tropical storms, flooding, Wildfires, drought, shrinking fish catch. In a world of ever-increasing uncertainty, nothing is predictable. The smallest stumble or fumble easily ends in a mighty tumble, with your world crashing down around you. Don't crumble. Glyco always has your back. Glyco, we cushion you for life.
You are a major stakeholder in nation building. Your voice matters. Start your day with us.
We simplify the conversations, break down the jargons and technicalities. We keep you well informed throughout the week. Start your day with us.
We give the leaders the mandate to govern our affairs. We have a responsibility to hold them to account. It begins here. Start your day with us. Good morning, Ghana, Africa, and the rest of the wonderful world. Welcome to Sunrise on 3FM 92.7.
Start your day well informed. Start with us on Sunrise on 3FM 92.7. Catch the Sunrise Morning Show with me, Johnny Hughes, Helen Apiampofo, and William Asiedu. Weekdays from 5:55 a.m. to 10 a.m. only on 3FM 92.7. Your urban lifestyle radio.
The confession we have isn't so exciting. It is about a young man whose life is almost going down the drain because of betting.
The game became part of me. It takes like 90% of my daily activities. If you win, I'm attending to patients and all that.
It's not a respecter of person. So most of the time we might think it's because someone's poor. No. They are the rich and famous who can't stop gambling.
I've been gambling for a very long time in the past. I was addicted to alcohol. I've been addicted to so many things.
Imagine a fine boy like you.
I want to be, if only I can be. That's why you want the kind of money that is not right for you to have at a particular time.
If you put in your mind that it's all about money, 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 and when money is not coming, you tend to dare yourself wanting to get more. You've lost your identity.
There are some of our females. They are not betting, no. They are betting with their bodies, making us feel as if we have not achieved anything.
Confessions shows on Saturdays at 9:30 p.m. on TV3.
Brought to you by
MTN.
Senator Dr. Rasha Kelej and creator of our Africa TV show.
All Africa will be part of our show.
The CEO of MAC Foundation.
We want to support girls' education. No to infertility stigma, yes to girls' education. We want to stop gender-based violence for stop. Number of child marriage will double by 2050.
Our Africa by MEC Foundation shows Saturdays at 2:30 p.m. and repeats on Mondays at 10:30 a.m. on TV3.
And you're welcome back. This is still TV3 New Day. If you just tuned in, it's good to have you join us this morning. You can watch us live on Facebook at TV3 Ghana and also on DSTV channel 279. Remember the hashtag for today's show, and of course all throughout the week, is TV3 New Day. At this point, we're activating the phone lines and we have a simple question for you. On the 6th of, well, not the 6th actually, on Saturday, we marked International Youth Day. And a lot of young people were saying, what is there to celebrate? I mean, you heard from Judith earlier. She says that, yes, it was a day to be marked for young people, but there really was nothing to celebrate. So we're asking you at this point that if you have the chance to become the president for young people here in Ghana, what would be the first issue you would tackle? The phone numbers are on your TV screens at this point, and we want to hear from you. So please do call in and share with us. If you became president of the youth, what would be the first problem you would tackle? I mean, unemployment is pretty high. And so for me, it's definitely one of the things that I'll tackle. How to go about it is a challenge, but I will certainly tackle it. We have a caller. Oh, Mejina has joined us again. Mejina, good morning to you.
Good morning, dear.
I mean, at this point, we should call you family because every time you call us, it's good to hear from you. Talk to us.
If I become the president, the very thing that I will do is we will change the currency and take a different currency.
Which currency exactly would you pick?
I will dissolve all the current currency and take a different currency.
Okay, why?
Because if I do that, all the currency that is in the coffers of others will be useless. So that we get a new currency and start everything right away and set up systems that will ensure that nobody gets opportunity to steal from the public. Because Ghana, we have money, but the money is in the houses of people. And majority of us are suffering. That is the whole truth. And if I get you being a corrupt, we will sentence you by death.
Mejina, thank you.
Wow.
And that's Mejina. And if you take a look at what the current mean age is, we have 20 in excess years of being the mean age for the population we have. That also dovetails into what the average population for Africa is. So we largely have, if you look at sub-Saharan Africa, a youthful population. So for example, ideally, for those who go to school abroad, they'll tell you they have 20 hours of work for many of the countries that they tend to go to school. Even though that, of course, cannot cater you while in school, at least you're able to get some type of work. But here, I don't know how many students, let's say from Legon, etc., can just walk into maybe a filling station or maybe a pub and say, I want to do some part-time work, and how accessible that is. Because you speak to those who want to, and they don't get access, and that's a difficulty.
Jafar, good morning.
Good morning, hello.
Where are you calling us from, sir?
I'm calling from Chifopaso in the Central Region.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
All right, talk to us. What would you do?
As a young president, first thing I would call employment. And also making opportunities available to the youth.
Okay.
We are in a country whereby youth of this country do not have opportunity to grow, to explore, and then to make a life for themselves. So as a president, I think the best thing I can do for the youth is to make opportunity available for you to realize their dreams.
How do you intend to do this?
That's exactly.
How do you intend to do this?
It is all about changing the mindset of the youth and also providing investment opportunities so that youth can grab it by collaborating with the private sector and also making funds available, whereby it wouldn't be given to people based on whom you know or based on partisan basis. That is what is happening in the country. If you do not belong to a political party, you do not get access to government funds.
Okay.
And that shouldn't be the case.
All right. Thank you so much for speaking to us.
I think this clearly resonates from a message that has been sent by Mo Ajiman, who says that if I become the youth president, I'll set up an office that will fund youth who have ideas to set up businesses. The truth is we have such agencies. There used to be MBSSI that has now become the Ghana Enterprises Agency. And if you remember, within the COVID period, they said they were giving 60,000 in excess of some loans to businesses and to startups. So why do people have that perception? For example, the last caller just mainstreamed this conversation into consolidating the opinion or perception that if you're not closer to power or those that are in power or those that are part of the elite, you don't get access. And I think that that has also to be demystified.
Yeah.
So the onus lies on these government agencies who perhaps are in charge of venture capital or some level of capital for startups to come out clearly to say it's available for everyone. And not only those who know whoever is in office.
Yusuf, good morning.
Hello?
Yes, talk to us, Yusuf. Yusuf, hello? Yes. Yusuf, we can hear you. Please go on.
Okay. I say, first of all, I'll make sure that developmental projects are high. It will make sure that all the fraudulent and corrupted politicians are fired seriously. We set impunity and iniquity behavior that they are squandering our money. We'll make sure that we'll bring them to down and scrutinize them well.
Okay.
We'll make sure that all financial frauds are going to be audited and jail all those corrupted politicians who are embezzling on our money. Yes, and I'll make sure that the youth are empowered in terms of employment and job creation.
You see, I keep asking everybody that. Yusuf, when you say you will make sure the youth are empowered in terms of job creation, how exactly do you intend to go by this?
I'll make sure that GRA and that of...
Have we lost Yusuf?
Hello?
Yes, we are listening.
Ghana revenue authorities and the funds that are being disbursed by convictions, fraudulent businesses will be channeled properly and audited, and we'll use it to empower the youth to get a lot of employment in the country.
All right.
Is it Ghana is success?
Okay.
Whereby 1% are cheating on this is a whole population of 30 million Ghanaians.
Okay, thank you very much, Yusuf, for speaking to us. Thank you.
Yeah. So the perception is there. So, for example, Samson Kellis says, the first thing I'll do is to stop all policies and concentrate on only corruption. I always say a government that can tackle corruption at 90% without any policy implementation will develop this country between 70 to 80%. So it's the perception that tends to create all these rife opinions about so-called corruption, etc. And you know, when people don't have access, they have all reasons to draw the conclusion that there is perceived corruption.
Yeah.
And that is why for those who tend to travel outside, because they have access to basic needs, transport, healthcare, etc., they seem to think, especially our brothers and sisters who travel out, that their system is working. And ours is not, you know.
Isaac, good morning.
Good morning, Bella.
All right. Thank you for joining us. What would you do?
Okay. My first thing is to, you know, cut the retirement. I'll cut the retirement age.
To what?
From 60 to 50.
Hey.
Why?
So that so that I will make you, before going home, to engage in a business.
Okay.
You create your own business at the age of 50 because you have the needed capital as a retirement package. You create a business with it, then you engage some of the youth by training them. At that age, you are just strong enough to monitor them for your business to grow.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're saying the 50-year-old will set up a business and then the young people will work For the 50-year-old?
Yes,
okay.
They will work under him because for them to get experience from the leader.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you done?
Work under him, and then he will supervise them as he is strong enough.
Okay.
The second is I will abolish national service. Before you complete your university, you have to submit your business proposals.
But you know, not every entrepreneur is successful. I mean, a lot of businesses start, but not a lot of them actually are sustained.
But on the average, when you subject these people into a test, it will take about 60% to grow. Yes.
Okay.
All right.
Point
Thank
made.
you.
So Prince Selassie says, I will let the universities lead the charge of developmental agenda as is done abroad. And Okulamti says, I will petition the president to pass a law that will force politicians to fulfill all they say in their manifesto. Makes sense.
Let's go to Johnny's Bites.
Okay.
And yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for you art with me. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Thou prepares a table before me in the presence of my enemies. You anoint my head with oil. My cup runneth over, and surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life. And I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever and ever. Amen. Assalamu alaikum. It's Monday. Welcome to Johnny's Bite. I want to say thank you to Grandpa Clothing in Dansoman for my outfit. I was surprised that the Speaker of Parliament, Right Honorable Bagbin, and other ministers, I've seen them rock the Grandpa thing. It tells you that if you advertise with Johnny Hughes on 3FM 92.7 on the Sunrise Morning Show, the dividends are there. So call them 020-985-5696. That's 020-985-5696. Now, this morning, there's something on my mind regarding this whole ECOWAS intention to